these videos have actually been received insanely well. So starting off this video today, I wanted to say a massive thank you to you guys for all of the support on the videos I've been making like this one. And I thought it was about time to talk about some more dumb things you guys did while starting TF2. Really quickly before we get into this video, I just want to remind you all that around 60% of the people watching this video right now listening to my voice aren't actually subscribed to my YouTube channel. So if you're one of those people who are consistently watching without subscribing, maybe consider supporting me by clicking the button. It's completely free and it helps me out quite a lot. I know I'm going to end up boring people with this eventually, but 100k is a big deal for me and that is what I'm aiming for. So if you could help me out, that would be amazing. If not, keep watching the video, enjoy the content, and yeah, I'm not going to hate you if you don't sub. Alright, so let's get into some silly mistakes you guys have made when you first started playing TF2. The first one people have been saying quite a lot was making very bad trades, and I think this one is standard with pretty much anyone who ever took an interest in the economy in TF2. Like, it's hard to get into. Like, you don't know what anything is worth, people aren't always the most helpful, you're bound to make mistakes, but that's fine. You're allowed to make mistakes. It's better to be making mistakes when you don't have a whole lot to lose than never making a mistake until you have a lot to lose and learning then what not to be doing. Like, I'd rather lose a couple of hats than losing an unusual because I just don't know a whole lot about trading, if that makes sense. I just hope that everybody who has made a bad trade when they first started has learned to trade and has made way more back than what they traded away by accident. So that would be cool to hear. Next up, we have when you first started playing, you tried to shoot through all of the windows in the game, which I have to say is probably one of my favorites. I love seeing a brand new sniper aiming through the windows trying to get a kill like that, and I have to say that I did the same thing when I first started playing TF2. I did. I'm sorry. It happened. I did it. But that makes sense. Like, it makes sense that your brain would think there's glass, I can shoot through that, because most other games you can shoot through the glass and windows, but TF2 stops you for some reason. So it throws new players off a little bit because it makes sense and you should be able to do it. But, you know, you learn that quite fast that those windows aren't ones you can shoot through. And hopefully that's a mistake you only made once or twice. Not 100% sure why you can't just shoot the windows out or like a soldier rocket launches them out. I don't know. I feel like that would be quite cool, but whatever. The next one is the Unbind All for unusual trick. Now, this one might have been one of the more trading server type mistakes that people made, but there used to be people saying that if you typed Unbind All into your console, you would get a free unusual or a free hat or something like that. And you being a brand new player, you type it in, then you can't click anything else because what that command does is remove all of your binds, all of your buttons. Like, you can't do anything. So you have to force close your game and rebind everything all over again, which is so annoying if you did do it. Like, trying to remember what you've bound everything to must be so annoying. But this isn't the only thing that is sort of like that. People will tell you to type quit smoking into the console as well and saying something cool happens, but it just closes your game because all the game reads is quit and then just closes. So, yeah. And then the classic Alt F4 for unusual as well. Also just closes game, so now you don't fall for any of those. Next up we have not crouching while rocket jumping, which actually seems like quite a common thing. A lot of people said this in my comments, so I thought I'd talk about it. I feel like unless you are watching rocket jumping tutorials, it's sort of hard to tell that that is what soldiers are doing when they do start rocket jumping. So now that I've said that, you guys should go and watch some rocket jumping tutorials from some really good rocket jumpers so you can try and learn the proper way to do it. I am probably the last person you should be taking rocket jumping lessons from because I suck. I am so bad at rocket jumping. So go and watch some tutorials from some really good players so then you'll actually understand what you're meant to do. And the final point is people try to aim down sights. And I think for some reason I didn't actually do this one. Like, I think it's because most of the time I'd been watching TF2 before I started playing. So I watched a few Yogscast videos and saw none of them were doing it. So I just kind of assumed you couldn't. I do definitely remember trying to ADS in CS. Like, I was right clicking with an AK and wondering why nothing was happening. But I feel like CS looks more like a game you can aim down your sights than TF2 does, because there's so many weird looking weapons in TF2 that you'd kind of assume, all right, you might not be able to aim down sights with a lot of this stuff. But there are people who still try it, which makes sense. I think in general, if you're playing a game with guns, a lot of the time you just assume that you'll be able to ADS, because that is what a lot of shooting games do, especially if you've come from Call of Duty or something like that. But yeah, don't worry if you did try an ADS and feel a little bit stupid about it. I've done the same thing. You're not the only one. So anyway, that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It will help me out massively. So comment down below if you want to see more stuff like this, and also let me know more dumb things you all did when starting out so I can make more videos on this. So yeah, thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.